Monday,
Oh, okay.
which makes perfect sense.
Good evening. I'd like to call the village board meeting for Tuesday, September 17th, 2019 to order with roll call, please.
Weinhammer? Here. Collier?
Here.
Cavelli?
Here.
McAlpine?
Here,
Betts?
Here.
Kraus?
Here.
Thank you. Would you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We'll now move to the open forum where the public is invited to make an issue-oriented comment on any matter of public concern not otherwise on the agenda. I have a few people that have signed in. Richard Brennan.
Thank you. I live in a Spring Green subdivision, which is actually across from the library. I've noticed lately our subdivision's looking pretty junky. After finding out that we do have a member that works with Park District that handles property maintenance, the response I got from him is I work only 20 hours a week. I'm wondering if we need to increase his hours or something, because I don't want to be the type of neighbor that goes out and starts filling out all kinds of forms on every neighbor in the neighborhood, because weeds are tall, or dead trees, or fences are falling over. And another thing we have is, over a year ago, we had a post get hit on 14 in Montana. Now, the pole's still broke, and the other half is still laying on the ground. If he's doing his job, I don't think this pole should still be laying there. I don't even know what it was for. And it's basically like a telephone pole. So that's just the concerns I have. I think the entire village itself on that half of town is looking pretty bad. I know we've had some foreclosure problems in the town. Some of it's going to take a while to get back, but I think overall that subdivision needs to be going through. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you for your comments. Martha Ritter.
Hello, 239 North School Street. I'd like to talk about the crossing on Algonquin Road by the fire station. Last Monday, my son almost got hit by a car trying to ride his bike across. Even though there is a crosswalk sign, no one abides by it. I see someone put goose crossing signs up, so if I dress like a goose, would I have better luck getting across? Someone said you should walk to the middle and the car should stop. I guess if I want a death wish, I would try that. I mean, no one even abides by it. My son almost got killed last Monday.
Thank you. Sean Wheeler.
Hello, I'm Sean Wheeler. I'm the president of the Cary Grove Area Chamber of Commerce. As I know all of you know, this weekend we had Cary Main Street Fest, which was our 6th annual event. I can tell you everyone here participated or volunteered or just spectated in one way or another. From the Chamber's heart and mind, I am very appreciative, and our board of directors and executive director all know we couldn't put it on without all of your personal support, the Village of Cary, police, public works. It was an enormously successful event yet again, and we're so proud to be here that I can't tell you how many out-of-towners came by and told us what a great neighborhood we have, or downtown we have. So again, thank you very much, and I appreciate working with you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sean. Is there anybody else that would like to address the village board before we move on? Okay, we'll go ahead and close open forum at 6:03. I have several things on my report this evening. I'll try to make it as quickly as possible. A lot of really good things happening in our community. And just to echo what Sean Wheeler had said, we had a spectacular event in our downtown on Saturday and Sunday. It was very well attended. From what I'm hearing, record numbers were in attendance. I have to give a shout out to Chief Finland and Director Morimoto for leading your staff in what was just really a flawless event. We had really no issues whatsoever. Public Works was there setting things up. Our security with the police department was outstanding. We had over 400 volunteers from our community. It was great seeing everybody in their powder blue shirts throughout the community. People really enjoyed themselves, and it was great seeing everybody that's sitting at this dais, including Jacob here, who sold tickets for us on Saturday. So thank you for your dedication to the community. It really resonates what our community is all about. There's so many different people that need to be thanked on this. And, Sean, I mentioned a lot of them, but the hundreds of sponsors that put this together that need to be recognized. I don't want to waste the time on there, but there is a tremendous amount of work that goes into this community event, and it takes almost 11 months to get it done. And it came off without a hitch. We had a great time in downtown. So again, thank you for that, and thank you for everything that we've done so far. Let's get started with, I have a couple of recognitions and some swearing-ins and a couple proclamations, so we'll kind of move through this pretty quick. Is Alex here? Yes, he is. I'm going to move all my stuff up here because I'm coming up here. Alex, you want to meet me up front? We recognize our officers and our employees when they make these benchmarks of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. And I think you actually had a 35-year village employee. So it's great to see this. I remember when I swore you in, I was still kind of green being there, and a little bit more rounder now. But I think it's a testament to show what the type of community that we have and the leadership of Pat Finman, that we have such a great police force. It's an honor to be part of it. We get recognized for all the things that we do. They keep us safe on a daily basis, and we appreciate it. So in addition to this, we have a very small token of our appreciation for you. But thank you very much for your 5 years of service, and we look forward to many more.
Currently, Alex serves as an officer in charge, so he takes the place of a sergeant when there's no sergeant on duty. He's a field training officer. You're going to be working in that capacity shortly here, and he's also been trained as a bike officer.
Thank you. Thank you again. It's all about the police department tonight. It's all a good thing.
Good way.
We can't get a lot of the things done at this meeting to recognize a 5-year veteran without our police commissioner. I have the pleasure of swearing in our next police commissioner. His name is Jeff Krager. He's been a longtime resident of the village of Cary. He replaces Tom Smith, who was with us for several years, who had some invaluable experience that he's bringing. And we're looking forward to having Jeff join the team, and he will help us move our police department to that next level. So Jeff, did you want to come up front, please?
Good.
And they're off. I apologize. I feel like I'm in church. My phone keeps going off. Thank you. All right. Would you raise your right hand, please? I state your name.
I, Jeff Carter,
Having been appointed to
have been appointed to
the office of Police Commissioner
the Office of Police Commissioner
in the Village of Cary
in the Village of Cary
in the County of McHenry aforesaid,
in the County of McHenry, aforesaid,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
that I will faithfully discharge the duties
that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Police Commissioner
of the Office of Police Commissioner
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Welcome.
Thank you
Could I have you sign there, please? And look at your copies of this.
You can have that one.
You can have this one.
Yep.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, we already have that.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks
Welcome.
again, appreciate it.
You don't need that. We have the other two police commissioners up here. Did you guys want to come up here tonight? Because we got a couple swearing in. Is Mr. Crown's not here? Well, we have one today. This is Dory Shanakis and Jim Levicki. Jim Levicki is our chairman of our police commission. I would like to have Joe Fiore come up. Do you have family members here too? Would you like to have them up here with you?
Yes.
Exciting times, huh? Well, Joe comes back to us. He started here and he went to another municipality pretty darn close. And he decided he needed to come back home, right?
That's right.
So this is good. It's a great addition to have Joe back to the village of Cary. So without further ado, let's get this going, okay? I state your name,
I, Joseph Fiore,
having been appointed to the office of police officer
having been appointed to the office of police officer
in the village of Cary,
in the village of Cary,
in the county of McHenry aforesaid,
in the county of McHenry aforesaid,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will, the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of police officer
of police officer
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
Welcome
Mr.
back.
Just a little bit about Officer Fiore. He comes to us with Illinois Law Enforcement Training and Standards Board certification, so he's currently in our field training program right now, and he's doing very well. And he chose the option of not having someone pin his badge on, so he's not going to get stuck today. So,
Did you want to introduce who's here with you?
This is both my nephews. This is Aiden, Michael, my father, my mother, Joseph and Sandra Fiore. Hi, everybody.
Welcome.
Thank
Well,
you.
take good care of your son. He's going to keep us safe.
Thank you. Thank you. You too.
Is Wesley here? Oh, good. There he is. Wesley.
He's got his little baby.
Yes. So do you have anybody here with you? Did you want to come up? This is Wesley LaCrone. He is a new hire for the village of Cary, and we're excited to get him going. I state your name,
I, Wesley Leckrone,
having been appointed to the office of police officer
having been appointed to the office of police officer
in the village of Cary,
in the village of Cary,
in the county of McHenry aforesaid,
in the county of McHenry aforesaid,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of police officer
of the office of police officer
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Welcome.
and Officer LaCrone, did you want someone to pin? There you go. It's traditional that somebody that is special to the police officer pins his badge on his shirt after the swearing in.
So this is a first for me, so I'm gonna have to. That's the hardest part. Yes, I can see, though. I can see I'm on the scene. I'm gonna bypass. Very good.
My wife Austin, our new daughter Diana, my mom Donna, and my dad Scott. Donna and Scott.
Thank you, pleasure to meet you.
A little bit about Officer LaCrone is that he served as an intern at our police department in 2015. He was a security officer before he became a police officer in Cary. He's a Cary area resident, and he graduated from Prairie Ridge. See,
We won't hold that against you.
Yeah.
But congratulations.
For everyone else, there's a cake and coffee reception upstairs if you're interested.
We take over, Jacob?
And I believe Deputy Chief Nadenoff is handling that
Yes.
event.
Cake. Wow. New job, new baby. That's crazy.
Cute little baby. Adorable.
Remember that? Wasn't that far
I
off?
know, that age, it's rough though, like they're cute when they're sleeping, but
I don't know what they want.
it's every couple hours.
I don't like baby babies. I don't like to hold.
She looks great for like, you know, baby being a week old.
Right.
You know, find out really sleeping. She was really good.
Okay, we'll continue on with the evening. I have a couple proclamations. The first one is Rail Safety Week. September 22nd through the 28th, 2019, whereas in Illinois, 109 crashes occurred at railroad crossings, resulting in 34 personal injuries and 17 fatalities during 2018. And whereas the state of Illinois is a leader in supporting highway, rail, grade crossing, and pedestrian safety programs, and whereas 2019 marks the third year that Operation Lifesaver has designated a National Rail Safety Week, which coincides with the Rail Safety Week in Illinois, to implement safety initiatives across the county. And whereas the Cary Police Department will be participating in this important safety endeavor. Now, therefore, I, Mark Hownick, Mayor of the Village of Cary, do hereby proclaim September 22nd through the 28th, 2019, as Rail Safety Week, and encourage all citizens of the Village of Cary to recognize the importance of rail safety education and obey rail safety laws, dated the 17th day of September 2019. One more, National Community Planning Month. Whereas community planning and plans can help manage the change in the way that provides better choices for how people work, live, and play, and whereas the community planning provides an opportunity for residents to be meaningfully involved in making choices that determine the future of their community, and whereas we recognize the many valuable contributions made by professional community and regional planners of the state of Illinois, and extend our heartfelt thanks to the continued commitment to public service by these professionals. Now, therefore, I, Mark Hownick, Mayor of the Village of Cary, do hereby proclaim October as Community Planning Month in the Village of Cary, in conjunction with the celebration of National Community Planning Month, dated the 17th day of September 2019. This coincides beautifully with our CMAP program that we have going on, doing studies for the Village of Cary, so gladly support that. Next, I will entertain a motion to approve.
I just have one trustee report.
Oh, okay.
It's just a quick little, I got a thank you from Mrs. Diorio. She's the school teacher, the first grade teacher at Briargate, and she just wanted to thank us for the time and effort that we put in trying to get the goose crossing signs put up. So I'm just going to read, Dear Village of Cary board members and mayor, thank you so much for helping our first grade get the goose crossing signs installed. It was a great experience for the kids. Thank you for your time and service. Sincerely, Mrs. Diorio. And it really was. They really had a good time kind of learning basic things about government and how the village works and that. So it was a good thing for them, and thanks.
And how we could work with other governing bodies.
Correct, yes.
To get things done.
Yes.
Yeah. So that
So
was
I'll
good.
leave this with Jake, and then if you guys want to take a look at it, you can see it later.
Yeah, and we'll post it on our board upstairs too as well. Appreciate that.
There is a pedestrian crossing sign there at Cary Algonquin Road, Martha. It's just people don't understand that pedestrians have the right of way. So, I mean, it's more, there's already a pedestrian crossing sign there, Martha, okay? So I don't know what else you'd want. I think there's even lights there. You know, it just, it would be a public education thing.
We're trying to get some more information too out here now, just as school started about pedestrian crossings. So we put an article in Cary News Weekly here. Our Public Works Department is actually working on creating a flyer too about crosswalks, just more from an informational standpoint.
Thanks, Jacob.
Thank you. And I will entertain a motion to approve consent agenda items number 1 through 5 as shown on the village's website and displayed on the video monitor during the village board
1
meeting.
through 4.
1 through 4?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I clearly read it wrong. 1 through 4.
So moved.
Second.
There was, before we vote, there was just one minor adjustment that trustee Kraus had brought to my attention. The cemetery burial plot, there's two dollar amounts in the motion. It was 1,800. It's actually just 900. I just wanted to clarify that. Appreciate trustee Kraus for bringing that to our attention.
Did I get a second?
Yes.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Collier,
Yes.
Betts,
Yes.
Cavelli,
Yes.
Weinhammer,
Yes.
McAlpine,
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
Thank you. Administrator Reif, anything for us?
Nothing this evening, Mayor.
Thank you. Chief Finland? Director Morimoto?
I know it's all about police tonight, but I have one announcement for you. October is right around the corner, so I just want to remind our residents that our second brush pickup, so village-wide collection from the curbside of brush will be beginning, the first week of October. So October 7th will be the north half of town, north of Route 14, the railroad tracks, and then the following week will begin the cycle for the south half. And we also have hydrant flushing going on during that period as well. So there's a couple operations that were going on. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer.
It's important to note too, the brush collection that's also available through our refuse provider here.
Jake, we have one, Eric, we have one question.
Sorry, are you guys still planning on repaving the South Crossing Bridge Road from Three Oaks going to Bristol Way and then Red Cypress as well still this year?
Those streets are in our multi-year resurfacing program. So I think they are scheduled, if I don't, I'm trying to recall, I believe they are in one of the near-term years. So it'll be
Okay, I
either
thought it was
next year or the
this
year
year,
after.
so, and I thought it was going to be after the paving of Three Oaks Road, but that's not the case?
Not this fiscal year.
Okay, so can you just email me when it is supposed to be?
Certainly, like I said, I
Okay.
believe it's next fiscal year. It was in the program, but I'll confirm that and get back to you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Director Simmons, nothing? Okay. Any future agenda items in discussion by the village board?
Just real quick, I would have said trustees report, I just wanted to say that anyone that isn't aware, Lucky Pennies did open up. If you haven't been there, they have some great food. It's really cute, their little bar, they did all with pennies and stuff, and it says Lucky Pennies in it, but real good sandwiches and stuff over by Athletico and by Kojak's there.
Thank you. And you did ask me to mention
It's
that during
okay.
my report,
No
so I
problem.
apologize. So, okay, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? There are no nays. Thank you. We'll ramp up in just a minute.